Wondering what Kendall's dream home looks like? Trust me, it's perfect in every aspect, from lavish renovated art studio to Spanish-style pool. It's outrageous. How can you forget that 300-pond stoned sink? And guess what? The whole house is a U-shape, so everything connects to the garden. Isn't it amazing? There is so much more about her dream home, so stay tuned. But before we start, make sure to subscribe to our channel Money Talks so that you can discover super interesting information every day. The 24-year-old model may actually be the most tasteful member of her famous family. Well, Kendall's $8.5 million Los Angeles mansion is seriously gorgeous. Kendall's home is luxe but cozy, and it seems to genuinely reflect her personality and interests, rather than just being a show of her wealth. Well, Kendall is usually the most private of the Kardashians, Jenner sisters, so it says a lot that she was excited enough to go get her new home to open it up to the public eye. But we totally get it. The supermodel Kendall bought the home back in 2017 and reportedly paid $8.55 million for the star-studded incredible property, which was once owned by Two and a Half Men actor Charlie Sheen and his ex-wife Brooke Mueller. Before them, Jenner's house had another high-profile resident, Detroit Pistons owner Tom Gores. Interior. You might expect the highest-paid model in the world from a celebrity family background to have a flashy taste. But let me tell you, Kendall Jenner is about to surprise you. Jenner more often has spoken publicly about her battle with anxiety, which is pretty obvious. So it comes as no surprise that her home has been envisioned as a calming, peaceful refuge. All throughout the 6,625 square foot home, you know what? You will find meditation corners, super cute places to prepare tea, or bright open spaces that lead to the serene backyard that provide mesmerizing view. In fact, the house itself is U-shaped, which means that every part of it connects to the green backyard area, and that is quite interesting. Kendall Jenner has always been a bit self-professed tomboy, so the feminine feel of her bedroom sitting area is a bit of a surprise, isn't it? The curvy white furnishings is mind-blowing, beautiful floral pillows, and 18th century Italian painted door panels they belong to her mom, Kris Jenner, are unexpected, but they do make the room feel very homey. The house should have more bedrooms than it does, but Kendall uses one of the dressing rooms and another as a glam room. So yeah, everyone in her family has a glam room. Am I the only one who thinks that the room looks familiar? Well, yes, it's because it is. Kendall has posted on Instagram from the room quite a number of times. Based on the couch and the splashy Italian paintings, fans might not have realized that she was actually in her own home though. I grew up with these panels in the various homes we lived in. I asked for them when my mom was cleaning out one of her storage spaces. They bring me back to my childhood, Kendall said in the AD interview. So yeah, you got it right. She used paintings to relive her childhood. Because who doesn't want childhood back? When the curtains are drawn, lots of light floods into the Kendall sitting area, and it feels so fresh. It almost transforms the entire space, and somehow it looks less traditional and super sophisticated. There are actually fruit trees right outside her large multi-paned windows. That is probably common in California, but it almost serves as additional artwork at Kendall's home. Kendall's home features including another interesting art installation, a James Turrell ovoid wall sculpture that she had apparently been lusting after for some time. I've always been a huge Turrell fan, Kendall said. I wanted this piece to be a focal point of the house, and I'm so hyped to have it here. The piece is constructed of computer-programmed LED lights and leads a neon-like pink glow in a space that is mostly awash in earth tones and natural textures. In short, everything looks so on point and according to her taste. Now, talking about Kendall's formal living room, it is definitely the heartbeat of her home. It features large fluffy couches sprawled all over the small space, capped off by a gorgeous white and dark wood fireplace. The fireplace looks so fascinating. There are tons of different textures used in the space to create a warm feel that still looks expensive. I was immediately drawn to the peaceful Spanish farmhouse vibe, Kendall said of the home. The fine fabrics that is used throughout the living room are absolutely stunning. We love the variety of textures and patterns and how woodsy, rustic items are mixed with feminine pieces. Kendall says the lack of a television in the room was intentional, and that she usually has the fire going whenever it's winter, summer, fall, spring. Do you know about the centerpiece of Kendall's master bathroom? A massive, freestanding gold-toned bathtub made of brass and set in front of a more sweeping multi-pane windows. The home's kitchen is a showstopper, and Kendall confessed that it has inspired her to cook almost every night. In addition to state-of-the-art appliances, it is outfitted with a giant center island set below a hanging pot rack laden with copper pots. The cabinets are painted a deep matte forest green, and moreover, there is a combination of dark wood and white marble countertops. You always need a good bar, says Kendall, in a belief that she says has been influenced by her mother, Kris Jenner, so she has a bar area in her house. The most interesting thing about her mansion is she told her designers that art is new to her, but she clearly enjoys art a great deal. She's become quite the collector, but she also recently turned the former movie theater in her mansion into a painting studio. She says that she's not a good painter, but her studio is pretty much an artist's dream. Kendall's backyard apparently makes her feel like she's escaped LA because it is pretty amazing. The yard, which, due to the home's U-shape, connects to almost every room in the house, is lined with lush trees and plants that surround a large Spanish-style pool and features a lounge area with a cushy daybed as well as a minimalist dining area, and is perfect for summer evenings. The yard also features both a circular fire pit as well as a long rectangular fire pit that overlooks the Hollywood Hills. Trust me, its view is breathtaking. As you guys know, Kendall loves her friends and she entertains friends at her home often, and we can imagine that this is the perfect spot to end the night, sitting by the fire with a glass of wine in hand, surrounded by nature in the middle of a city. Isn't it amazing? Do you know what her favorite part of the home is? Kendall disclosed that the walkway that leads from her home's main living area to the more personal rooms is her favorite. The walkway features glass-paned doors on both sides, are tremendous, and leads out to a lavish courtyard. We love the bright white walls paired with the deep black trim on the doors. Renovation. It took a year to renovate the house according to her taste. Her renovation team, Kathleen and Tom Clements and Waldo Fernandez, are now her best friends in the whole world because they did such an incredible job at creating her dream home. The hardest part of the whole renovation was putting in a stone sink that weighs about 300 pounds. It took a lot of tries to install, with many structural changes made to the walls that support it. She also recently turned the former movie theater in her home to a painting studio. The end result is an inviting, peaceful home where the 24-year-old can retreat to, meditate, and entertain friends. I hope you enjoyed the tour of Kendall's home. Do you guys want to visit Kendall's Los Angeles home? What is the best thing about the mansion? Let us know in the comments section.